All right, so what was coming up just now is I have been able to zoom into my own intuitive awareness, and I was just watching the pattern of what, or I should really say who, I tend to engage with and magnetize into my reality based off of what I do with regards to the somatic guidance. And something that I was actually expressing to a good friend of mine, this was like a couple of months back, where I internally was navigating the belief of my expression in the world and the way in which I am adding value or really just contributing, and what is it that I'm pouring into the world. And I was acknowledging that there was a version of me that I was existing as that held the belief that says what I offer and what I do is for the purpose of alleviating pain, that I'm only here to show up in crisis management. It's always like outing fires, and that was then showing up in my practice of seeing people who are like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain, my back, and it would be like a lot of like charge, and it would create a lot of anxiousness. But that was an internal nugget or core of anxiousness as a belief that I allowed to amplify. And this is how a lot of my engagement used to show up. And so this led to me really just taking stock and being like, do I enjoy this? Is this something that I actually am interested in sustaining? Because I could sustain it indefinitely, but it also is then inviting in a quality of life that feels deeply uncomfortable and deeply frustrating. And I started to think about like other practitioners and some who are in a state of like, yeah, it's just a free flow. I enjoy this. I just bam, and they're in it. And then there are others that, yeah, they're in this like burning themselves into oblivion way of approaching life. And I am really of this strong belief that life is meant to be enjoyed. Regardless of whatever it is that you are doing, you are here to enjoy it. You are here to savor it. You're here to saturate yourself in that feel good, in that sense of like, wow, this really is such a beautiful reflection of my own spiritual investment, my own imaginal faculties, and the ways in which I've really poured in a beautiful way. Seriously, like and now that I'm existing in that frame of belief and like really looking at the world, it's always like, can I feel joy? Can I conjure the sense of elation in this moment? And the ways in which I'm contributing into the world, is this filling me up in a way that feels yummy to me, that feels delicious, that feels just absolutely riveting? And that is the answer that I'm always coming back to. That is the question and the answer simultaneously. And so when I'm now looking at the world and I'm seeing the ways in which I can contribute my greatest good to others, it is really to fill my cup and know that I am full and allow it to overflow and allow others to be inspired to allow their cups to overflow with something that is delicious to them, that they enjoy, that brings a sense of freshness, that brings a sense of bounteousness, that really gets them in that ecstatic state of being. This, all that I offer, is always around and continues to be infused with this spirit of joy. And I see how it transcends, regardless of whatever your background is or whatever occupation and career choice or, educational choices, or whatever it is that you've made, you can choose joy at all times. Choose it now. because it's for you.